Here's my audience.
Yeah, hi.
Imagine one Saturday night, one of your friends decides to text you. They text you, "Hey, let's hang out." And you reply to them back, "Yeah, I'll pick you up." So you grab your keys, go on into your car, and head on into traffic. And as you're heading into traffic, your buddy tells you, "Where are you at?" You pick up the phone and you unlock it, put your passcode, read the message, and start to reply. And suddenly you're involved in a car crash. Then you wake up conscious inside of a hospital with your parents next to you crying. They tell you were involved in a car accident with another driver. And the worst part is that the other driver didn't make it. Now, this happened because of one simple text message that you sent within 5 seconds of that you took to just look away from traffic. Now, it's scary to think that this kind of thing can happen to anyone at any given day at any given time. So if you text and drive, or your friend texts and drives, this can very well happen to you. No text is ever the cost of a life. Today I will tell you information, statistics, and tips on how you can prevent this from ever happening to you. Texting and driving puts people at risk, all those around you and all those in the car with you. And it can also cause fatality. According to lewiscenter.org, for every 6 seconds of drive time, a driver sending or receiving a text message spends 4.6 seconds of those with their eyes off the road. Also, teens are 3 times more likely to be in a fatal car accident than any other age group. Till this day, car accidents remains the number one cause for death for people ages 16 to 20 years old. Now imagine if those people didn't text while they drove, or never picked up that phone call when they were driving. The stakes would be much lower, and they would just have a very simple and friendly environment that they would know and understand behind the wheel. So stop the wrecks and stop texting. But in order to stop this, we must be educated and also educate others to understand all of the bad things texting and driving can bring. To prevent texting and driving, I'm going to tell you 3 tips that can basically help you from doing this type of thing when driving. One tip is to put your cell phone in the glove compartment. When your cell phone is in the glove compartment, it's basically out of reach for you. You can't reach it, you can't touch it, you can't do anything, and the only thing you're just focused on is basically on the road. Another tip is basically to turn off your phone. With your phone turned off, your phone is not connected to your carrier's tower signal, and also you don't receive any message, you don't receive any calls, and you're basically out of the cell phone world where you're not in contact with anyone at that moment. Another tip is also to put your phone on silent. Although your phone is still receiving text messages, phone calls, and everything that it still receives because it's on, but it's on silent mode. And when it's on silence, it prevents you from all of the alerts that your phone is telling you. And it's a really useful tip that I use when I drive. With these tips that I have just told you, You will not be at risk of a car crash and puts you and others at a very safe environment. Not only that, but also you can save a life if you follow those tips. So now it's your turn. I want you to get behind that wheel wherever you're driving and put your phone in the glove compartment or turn it off. Or even better, just leave it on silent mode because only you can prevent the next car crash.